What's going on, everybody? Welcome back. It's Jordan here. Today we're going to be revealing the new Willy Wonka set. It's in this box here. Pretty amazing. We also have a giant mystery collection that we're going to go through as well. There's some vintage stuff in here. There's a bunch of minifigures. There's all sorts of sets. But first, let's take a look at this new set. So LEGO sent us this early to reveal and review, so thank you so much, LEGO. This is the new Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory set with 2,025 pieces. It's going to be available starting on September 15th here in 2025 with a suggested retail price of $220 US. Of course, it's going to come with a bunch of Charlie and the Chocolate Factory minifigures, but this is Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory. We can see the minifigures up top here. So we've got Veruca. There is Augustus Gloop. Violet. Mike TV. Grandpa Joe. Charlie Bucket. Willy Wonka. And 2 Oompa Loompas. So is that 9 minifigures? Not bad. A lot of which are exclusive to this set. I think all of them are. So that's pretty awesome. Maybe we should have got more Oompa Loompas though. I think the set looks good. It's going to have a working waterfall. The pipes coming off the side of the waterfall there. All the various plants and all the different candies and chocolates on those plants. These, I believe, represent giant gummy bears. We got like the printed dish elements, also the printed pieces to represent the like chocolate mushrooms. The boat, which is a cool addition, can fit a bunch of minifigures in there, and it looks like it fits underneath that arch. And also these like large lamps that get smaller as you move toward the back there, where we have the bridge and also the dark red facade for the factory. And I think it's going to have some interior details as well. Down here you can see the working waterfall. Chocolate fall, I guess, eh? Good point, Jose. Yeah. So my review for this is actually going to be coming out like right away. I've already built it, and it's a good set. I've got more information on it in that review, and I share more of my thoughts, of course. So make sure you stay tuned for that. It's coming out very shortly, so I don't want to, or like, it's coming out in the very near future, so I don't want to get too in-depth on the box art here because we can have a look at everything when my review drops. So make sure you stay tuned. The next thing we got to do, I guess, is take a look at this epic collection that we literally just acquired this morning. Let's dive right into it. Starting with some vintage here, this is the Royal Knights Castle. Look at that. Really cool base plate. It does have a little bit of damage on the corners there, but that's neat. This set is from 1995, I believe. Yeah, so we've got all the pieces there, and look at all of the minifigures. Those are cool. We're gonna have to go through here and individually bag these out, I think. Glow-in-the-dark ghost in there. Really cool barding on that horse. That's pretty epic. So vintage to start with. Looks like we've got some newer stuff in here all bagged out. And in here it is minifigures. And this one, I believe, consists of more vintage. Yep. Looks like there's a bunch of sets here in this cardboard box as well. I don't know if they're from Guatemala though. Real quickly here before we dive into the rest of this collection, I just wanted to let you know about my next Whatnot stream. Thank you so much, Whatnot, for sponsoring this video. During that stream, you're going to find a bunch of this stuff here in my Buy It Now store. I'll also be auctioning a bunch of it off, and then I'll be working some into the collection here at the studio as well. But during that stream, we're going to be giving away some stuff. Giveaways are free to enter. You don't need to make a purchase to enter in for your chance to win. There's like no strings attached. I cover the international shipping. And if you're not on Whatnot, you can join using my link. And when you join using that link and make your first purchase during one of my streams, you're going to get a free gift with purchase. And the gift with purchase for this upcoming stream here is going to be one of these guys. You get 1 knight and 1 horse. yeah, pretty cool little gift with purchase if you want to join the platform and make your first purchase. Yeah, so it should be fun. Hope to see you there. Let's continue. I still don't know what this week's giveaway is going to be though. Last week we did like Soundwave. Sometimes I do like a bunch of minifigures. Sometimes it's just a big set like Soundwave. Haven't quite decided yet. Look at all of these minifigures in here. Cool. I'm going to get them all out of the plastic and check them out. Look at that. That's like a sealed box in there. This is a pretty cool 4-pack. You get War Machine, Wong, Tony Stark, and also Bucky Barnes. Then we've got like a ton of Iron Man minifigures over here. There's also some Ant-Mans mixed in there. And just all the different Iron Man suits. There's some more War Machines in there as well. Right there. So that's a good selection. Also the yellow jacket in the back left there, right beside the old school Thanos. That's a really neat old school big fig of Thanos. There's Sandman. I've never seen that particular variety of Sandman, or just at least never had it on hand. Got Vulture and more Marvel figures there. Like Groot and Wong and Hawkeye, Korg, Lady Thor, Miles Morales, a whole bunch of them. CMFs up here, there's just like a whole tray of orcs essentially. And the Goat Herder, also the Falconeer, the Knight. There's a Centaur there from Harry Potter, also a Vampire Knight. I really like this Hector Barbossa here. He's like in skeleton form, and also Captain Jack Sparrow. We even have some Lord of the Rings figures here as well. Oh, I think that's another Captain Barbossa there. Yeah, there's Theoden in the back there. And then we've got the little baby astronaut. And some of the newer CMF space ones there. And I believe these are all, yeah, these are all the blue astronauts. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of them in total. And I believe this one's a Vampire Knight and a Paladin and something else. Also a Captain Carter and the Hydra Stomper set. Look at that. You get Red Skull inside. Steve Rogers and Captain Carter. It's like a Marvel What If mech. To decide if I'm integrating that onto the Marvel display or not. Huh, there's a whole bunch more mechs in here too. Oh, yo, I just realized that these horses are like the Lord of the Rings horses, I think. Look at the print detailing on their face. That is super cool. So up here, under these guys, we have the Ironmonger from Iron Man 1 with obsidian. That's actually super neat. Look, there's obsidian right there. And of course, Iron Man and Pepper Potts. Ooh, I think this is going to go on the shelf for sure. Beauty. That's Rocket's Warbird and Ronin. I've been meaning to pick this up for quite some time because I really want that Ronin minifigure. And I think it's already built inside there. It's got some battle damage, that's for sure, but there we go. I've finally got Ronin. Beauty. So this expansion set comes with Lizard, Electro, and also Spider-Man, but like the really cool Spider-Man. Yeah, the dual molded legs, and look at the print detailing on the torso. Then we have another one of these What If mechs over here. This one is the one that comes with the Watcher, Valkyrie, and also Tony Stark. So quite a few mechs there. And what else? Oh yeah, there we go, the Hoopity. Hey, it comes with Goose. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what I'm gonna do with the Hoopity. Probably just build it, I guess, and put it on the Marvel display or do something with it. I don't know yet. And then this one here that comes with all the figures. So you got Thanos, the Wasp, Wanda, Okoye, Captain Marvel, Valkyrie, and Shuri. Okay. I don't know if this one's retired yet, but it does come with the big Pegasus there too for Valkyrie. And looks like we've got 2 more sets in here. So the Lightyear set, Zurg. And also the Thor set with Surtur. That's cool. Okay, and then Guardians of the Galaxy. This thing wants to tip over. Guardians of the Galaxy, the new Guardians ship. So it comes with Star-Lord, Drax, Nebula, Mantis, and also Adam Warlock. And then this one. Now we already have one of these, but this one's parted out. And there's actually some cool rebrickable models done with this set here. So we're going to be taking on a rebrickable model with this medieval town square. So we'll have to part that out, get it all sorted, and get it ready for that process. So that'll be cool. There's something else for the LEGO City or medieval area once we get started. Now there's some other stuff for the medieval area potentially, and it's in that last tote over there. That's not the last tote, that's the second last tote. There's another one over there as well. Okay, so in here is a set from 2003. This is the Dragon Fortress, LEGO set 7419 from the Orient Expedition with the instructions and the awesome dragon right there. Check this thing out. How cool is that? Hey, look at the print detailing and the gold decoration on its head. Oh, that is neat. And the curvy, swervy tail as well. And then in this bag here, we have all the other minifigures, some vinyl, and that vehicle. There's all the pieces for the set. And last but definitely not least, the really cool pre-molded plate. That is something else. That is so cool. And check out what the last thing in this bin is. It is none other than Magisto's Tower. And look at the condition of the flag. That's better condition than mine. And mine's pretty good. LEGO set 1906 with the instructions and all the printed pieces in there. That is so cool. I already have one of these, and you've probably seen it recently. I converted it into like a modular building of sorts. Now that was definitely a pretty cool bin there, hey? So next up we have a bunch of sets from a certain theme. I think some of these are going to be worked into like our underwater area because a lot of them have like good coral pieces. Also, we have a display of this in the studio, and it's honestly from one of my favorite movie franchises, which is Avatar. Some of these we already have, like this one is the Tree of Souls and Turok Maktau. But a lot of these we don't have, so we'll be able to integrate them into our display or into our deep sea area. And if we have duplicates of them, we'll probably just list them in our Buy It Now store on whatnot there. That's cool, buying collections like this, because we get some stuff for ourselves, we get some stuff that can be sort of, whatever, passed on to the next collector. Yeah, sort of worth it in the end, I would say. And all of these here, they come with their instructions, so yeah, pretty happy to see that. The instructions are all just in these cardboard sleeves here, so we'll have to just go through and group them with the according set, bag it all out, and sort of go from there and determine what kind of stuff we're going to work into our collection and what kind of stuff we're going to part with. But that is the full collection overview. It's quite a bit of stuff. Completely filled the table. A lot to take in, but it's going to take a while to process this. Yeah, a lot of these figures will be featured in our next show there, like I was mentioning. And I think we're going to turn this into something for our LEGO City and medieval area. I think I'm going to work a couple of these mechs into our Marvel display. Maybe that Ironmonger. It's pretty cool. I'm surprised I don't have that. And then we're going to have a look at some of this vintage stuff here as well, along with the Avatar sets, and sort of go from there. Pretty cool though, what do you think? Definitely makes for an interesting day, that's for sure. Got a bunch of cool stuff, vintage included, and also a new LEGO Idea set. Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory. Everybody, thank you so much for coming on by. Please don't like, subscribe, and stay tuned. Farewell.